Mm-hmm. All right, all right, all right. How y'all doing tonight? My name's Mikhail, and welcome to Mikhail's Milestones. And I'm here with my brother Marcus.
What up, though?
And today's topic is going to be, how can we keep our family traditions?
Yeah.
And also we're going to talk about what?
Creating some as well, right?
Right. We're going to talk about both. We're going to talk about both. And so, I'm going to start off by saying, building family traditions, it does help create lasting memories. I mean, everything that I know to this day, I got from my mama and my uncles and my family. Rather, it doesn't matter. And it provides a sense of identity, security.
Yeah, definitely. I think, and if you even talk about like the whole thing about family traditions, like it's pretty much, it's like memories that we have with each other that we make just on a scheduled basis, right? Yeah. So like each year or each week or each month, but it's something that we do that we share together as a family.
Right.
And we do this consistently on a scheduled manner. And so I think that's where, if you look back on some of the things that we grew up with, as far as those traditions, we'll see some things that align with that. And then there's some new ones that we're trying to create.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I brought that up is because I'm trying to keep it, because I've noticed within the last couple of years, when it came time to put up the Christmas tree, my kids, they weren't interested. They didn't care about our traditions. And so I want to introduce this because it's very important to keep these traditions. Rather, I mean, I can't make them do what they don't want to do, but I know when I leave this earth, I want them to know that we had something set in stone, and I want to pass it down to you. Whether you want to accept it or not is up to you.
Right.
Because it definitely strengthens emotional bonds. I mean, it starts back from when they're toddlers, when you're reading bedtime stories. These are traditions.
Yeah.
They don't do these things no more.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it before, one-on-one dates, taking our daughters out, showing them how a man's supposed to treat a woman.
Yeah.
These are exceptional things that we keep these traditions for a reason, and everything has changed. I saw something the other day. This dude was going to the store and he wanted his woman to open the door for him. Now, I don't know if that's the same thing lined up with traditions, but when we taught a certain way to do things, period.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you can line that up with traditions as far along also with the manners and the values that we have. And just being, that's chivalry and things like that.
Right.
And so I think when we're talking about just on the traditions of let's say having every Friday night pizza night or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or better yet, Fish Friday, right?
Right.
And so when we start to create those things, for instance, Monday Moe's, right? There was a thing where Moe's, they have this special on Mondays. Well, hey, listen, every Monday, how about the family go get this special? And then also, just so happened, the bowling alley was right around the corner. We go to the bowling alley, and we would indulge in that special. So anyways, we created a tradition that on Mondays we eat some Moe's and we go bowling.
Right.
Something simple. And I think that's where, but I got the idea of it from a past tradition.
From a past tradition.
Right. So from a past tradition of us all getting together to eat as a family.
Right.
I said, you know what? I love that tradition of us eating together.
Right.
But I see the dynamics of how things kind of are nowadays.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, listen, I still want to do the eating part, but maybe if I want to add a little oomph to it, then that's kind of what we wanted to do. So I think that's some of the things of creating a tradition, but that's off of something that we already had instilled in us.
And even bowling. Pops took us bowling all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all carried that tradition on.
Yes.
Bowling.
Yes.
When I first got here, I was surprised y'all had your own shoes and bowling balls.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, whatever.
Hey, strike it up. Right. Also, I think that there's some things that have fallen to the wayside that in tradition wise, but we're trying to bring it back.
Right.
And I'm starting to see it, like reunions,
family reunions. Yes,
family reunions is one thing that I know for a fact that the older generation, right, above us,
yeah,
this was their bread and butter,
yeah,
to keep in contact with everybody. And I can't blame social media. I can't blame technology, but it played a part in the fact that if I can FaceTime you, that may be good enough.
Right.
I don't need to drive miles, hundreds of miles to see you every year because I FaceTime you. Or if I visit your Facebook page, then I see what you're going through. Then I don't have to come visit you.
Right.
But I don't know about you, but a lot of times what we see on the computer, what we see on Facebook and Instagram, that's not the whole reality.
No,
that's not. Just what I want you to see.
That's just what I want you to
see.
But
if we get together and we have family and we hug, something about hugging each other and talking to each other, then we get the real, right? Yeah. And I think that's one of the things for me that I've seen kind of fall to the wayside a little bit. But I'm starting to see it pick back, not fall towards a little bit, fail, but it's starting to pick back up a little bit because Melissa with Lily Tees, she's making these shirts and she's doing a few more reunion shirts than she done in the past. So definitely I'm starting to see that. But that's one thing that I will definitely say about
I'm glad you said social media because I ain't gonna lie to you. It's about that time for our generation to take that over.
Yeah.
And I had to take some blame for that. I mean, we, got to step it up, and the seniors are passing on, and so a lot of that has a lot to do with my generation. So I would definitely try my best to do better with that.
So let me ask this question real quick: are we too busy to keep those traditions? So when we talk about it, like when we think about what it takes to do what the elders did,
right,
to get everybody together, to stay on people,
right,
to make sure that if there's a fee, to pay the fee. Well, if there's not, just to make sure that all the information gets where it needs to go. Are we too busy to keep any of those traditions?
I'll tell you what, I don't know. I blame it on being busy, but I also blame it on the culture in itself because the dynamics of families have changed.
Okay.
You no longer have a lot of husband and wives. You no longer have where we can't even afford to live right now. So a lot of that has changed. Where to now you almost got to have 3 jobs in one household just to maintain. That could be a possibility, but it's never an excuse. It's never too much of an excuse to spend time with family. So I won't blame it on anything at this point. Okay. But I will say the dynamics has changed.
That's true.
The elderly took care of business. They knew what they handled their business.
Yeah.
They knew how to schedule this stuff. They got together and they did it.
Yeah.
We don't have that same unity today. So I think it's a mixture of a whole bunch of things.
That's true. I agree with you. Yeah.
But when it comes to even movie nights, game nights, these are traditions. One of my biggest, well, first of all, our tradition used to be going on annual vacations, going to the beaches. We try to do that at least once or twice a year. Those are traditions. And then, of course, my biggest tradition, my kids know it's Christmas when I'm in the kitchen and they hear the Temptations or the Jackson 5s. That is a tradition that I would never, ever not do.
Gotcha.
And they know that. They may not want to be in there to listen to it. They clown me every year, but they're going to hear it.
Yeah.
Because believe me, one of them going to play it one day, 10, 15 years from now.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. And I'm trying to keep that tradition.
Yeah. I would say mine would be every Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Them Lions.
Yeah.
Them Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
They playing. My family already know we got the early game.
Yep.
We going to do what we got to do to make sure that we're in place, whether it's early breakfast or anything like that. We got to get that in and get ourselves together. We might even throw a football or 2 around.
Yeah.
That game come on at 12:30, 1 o'clock. We there.
That's
and it. So I would say for me, my family, they know for a fact that when that Lions game is on every Thanksgiving, we right there watching that game.
Tradition.
And we getting it in.
Yes. And I used to get upset. I don't get upset anymore, but when Halloween comes around and everybody wants to do the trunk or treat and this and that, and I get it. People believe what they believe in. But didn't you trick or treat? I know we want to keep our kids safe, but they are so sheltered, man. Nobody wants to give out candy. I get it. I got it. It's a tradition. I get it. I understand. I'm not on, to each his own. But I want to keep that tradition going regardless because I wasn't deprived of it.
Yeah.
When they get old enough to make their decisions and decide what they want to celebrate and what they don't want to celebrate, then that's on them.
Right.
But I like to keep these traditions because that's what I know.
Yeah.
And I can see us spreading apart on these traditions with my kids. So, and I hate that because I'm trying to show them the fundamental things that I enjoyed in life, and they're just not getting it.
I mean, well, I think that's what it is. So like what we enjoyed, they don't necessarily. We enjoy stuff different from our elders, right? Our parents.
That's true.
And then they enjoy stuff different from us. So I understand that part of it, but the fact is, the things that we do now, even what our parents did, it was still unity was involved.
It was,
right. What we've done, unity is involved. The problem is, I don't know when the next generation comes up if unity will be involved. Here's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's what I think about when I think about our traditions and if they'll last or not. I don't know, only because it's less unity, it's less people on people, and it's more of computer on computer.
Right.
It's more FaceTime.
Well, we got to keep it going.
So that's the thing is, like, how is it going to be for them? And so that's really what I look at when I look at our traditions.
Yeah.
You talk about a cookout every year. Let's say Memorial Day, every year we're cooking out.
Yeah.
We were talking about things like just like I said, praying together. We always do get together for something big. We all hold hands and we all pray.
Right.
Of course, we're saying we're saying what we're thankful for Thanksgiving, but there are just traditions just throughout the year that we do celebrate, that we do we're available for, and we make ourselves available for them.
Right.
And I think that's what we want to instill in our kids. It's really the biggest thing is, hey, this is things that we enjoy doing together.
Right. Easter egg
and
hunts.
So Easter egg, anything like that, like you, whatever you do, even if you alter it some, just make sure that togetherness is involved.
Right.
Because if you do that, that's what holds us together.
That's what keeps us together.
Like I said, when we do the Zoom with Janae every Wednesday, every Wednesday when we do that Zoom, that's something that we do as a family. It's a tradition.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday we locked in at 8:00. And we in there and we're doing that. So those are the things that we're talking about, and those are the things that we're telling you right now, that if it's starting to slip through your fingers, it's not too late. Fathers, it's not too late. You lead by example.
That's right.
Go ahead and keep the traditions that you want to pass on and instill it in them, and let them know why it's important.
Why exactly?
When we talk about because when we talk about why reunions, we're close with the brothers and the siblings, but we should be close to our cousins.
That's right.
We're close to our uncles and our aunts and any elders that's still around.
Yeah. So we definitely got to bridge this gap.
Yeah.
And so we definitely gonna have to work on that. Because it's important. It does give you a sense of identity. So again, this is Mikkel from Mikkel's Milestones. I really enjoyed this conversation because I battle with this with my children. So it was very important to me. Again, my brother Marcus.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys, man. Please subscribe. Listen, I love the views and the support you guys are giving me. I need subscriptions. Please share, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. Fathers, keep your heads up. Yeah. And until next time, be great.
Hey, let's be great together.
That's right.
Peace.
We're going to get these family reunions back up.